For instance, taking huge amounts of money from the banks should be looked at. When one goes to the bank, for instance, to cash money, and the money seems to be huge, we advise citizens always to go in for off-counter service. You can request that, and you'll be taken to a small room, giving your money, and a safe passage given for you to go out. And we're also going to talk to the banks as part of this drive.
Yeah, talking to them right now.
That one, who are the people that comes into the banking hall? Do they have a service? Do they have something to do at the counter? Are they coming for services? Oftentimes you see neatly dressed persons sitting at the banking hall without doing anything, just monitoring. And you see phone calls, and at a time, some of the banks even issue out a directive pasted openly that no call should be made in the banking hall. Others, they do not have such facilities. So we're going to go out, the public relation outfit will be.
But most of these things, they didn't do it in the banking hall. We don't know that they entered the banking hall or anything. They were around the place.
Yes, and one thing is,
they laid weights for the victims.
Yes,
you know.
We carry out one very important operations when at Opebia, a businessman went there to cash money. And Accra Regional Police Operations is intelligent, gunned down 3 people. People were talking about it, but it was intelligence-based. That man was to be attacked, and they were armed. And I think we open up to the public what we did. This time around, we are intensifying a lot of such operations. Even at Awudome area, the bank closed there. The police also tracked down criminals. Sure, some of them, we arrested them, and some of them have been put before court. So police are doing a lot, and we are coordinating a lot. But regarding the small arms, let me come in. We all know what happened.
Before the small arms, Professor Enin had asked, have you done, he said you talk about mapping and intelligence. If these things happen around the bank where it happens, do you find out within even, you know, the people who work in the bank, you know, check either through their phones or their other gadgets if they are connected?
Yeah, one was done just yesterday. One was done yesterday where we arrested someone and working with the bank. Not necessarily a banking staff, but working with the bank. We arrested him yesterday, and a lot is happening on that also.
Is this in Accra or Kumasi?
In Accra.
Okay.
In Accra. And in Kumasi yesterday, when people also went to rob at Dawonsaso, the police killed 2 in the heat of the operations, where they ransacked a businessman, wanted to take some pieces of gold away, and the police killed 2 yesterday. And that is a good story. So coming to the...
That one, is it intentional to deter these criminals? Because I'm beginning to hear a lot of, we gun down, and you are killing them.
No, especially, that is in the heat of operations.
Okay.
This one, they are into action. They were shooting all over, breaking doors and so forth, when the police chanced upon them, responded appropriately. Like the Opebia one, for instance, when they went in, it was through the monitoring of a member of the public, looking at the way when the man took the money, when he was going, the way, you know, they took off, the way things, I mean, the way they were even monitoring the guy. They alerted police, police moved in and saved the situation. And lo and behold, the man was having a lot of money. So one thing we are saying is that corporate institutions, businessmen that would like to go to the bank, they should look at the proper security arrangement. They can even fall on their local police to assist them.
Okay, you were talking about you were about to talk about the small arms.
Yes.
And Professor Enin had spoken about military weapons now being introduced into the game.
Yes.
AK-47s.
Yes. Let us not forget what happened in West Africa. In 2 or 3 countries, let's look at the civil wars that took place, the violence that took place, proliferation of light weapons into our sub-region. And now some of the wars are over, and criminals are passing it on from one country to the other. Let me tell you, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Police, the Armed Forces on Border Patrols, National Security, have done a lot of seizures, along these borders. And we have the Small Commission and Commission on Small Arms. They are also working, tabulating, giving us projections and coming out with their analysis and not keeping it. They share it with national security and the security agencies. But like seeing how some of our borders are porous, tracking some of these weapons become very difficult. And internally also, there have been a lot of seizures through police operations, and some from the armed robber criminal gangs through SUPs, among others. And all that we are saying is, we are determined the restrengthening of the Ghana Police Service under this new administration. We are so focused, a lot of planning, management is at work. Like yesterday's one, it was so interesting. Throughout the night, mapping out locally based strategies. And we hope the commanders will take it serious and implement all that we've said. They have the authority and power to revise some of these strategies and to make it more operational inclined. And we're going to see a lot more.
We also hear stories about how some of these arms, find themselves or their way into illegal hands, that, a few law enforcement, agents are complicit, police officers.
One thing is, when you look at it, all the security agencies in Ghana are so determined to flush out such miscreants. There are a lot of them in jail behind bars, those who committed those offenses, it. And that this particular administration is so determined that they're going to bridge the gap between the police and the civil populace and all other stakeholders. Again, we would like the public also to cooperate with us, offer more information, credible information that might help us.